Greetings once again, my post-apocalyptic brethren. We are back now with episode 12. If you just finished up episode 11, you know that we just got the Deliverer, one of the best handguns in the game, if not the best handgun in the game, from the good old-fashioned railroad. There's some good boys and girls over there. And now we are deciding, I think, which companion to take with us next. And I haven't quite made my choice. The quest that we have to do, we have to go to, in between the Bad TFL and the Monsignor Plaza. I don't know this Monsignor Plaza place, but I know the Bad TFL sucks. The regional office is the worst. Constantly regenerating troops that you have to defeat. It's a bummer. But we need to retrieve the dead drop. Then we need to go down here to Bunker Hill. Oh, I don't remember exactly where it is. It's over here somewhere. It's pretty close to the Railroad HQ, Bunker Hill is. It's over here somewhere. But it's that downtown area that is terrifying and that we freeze at and die at pretty frequently. So let's think of which companion we want to take with us. Are we going to take Preston Garvey? Are we going to take Deacon? Let's go to the Railroad HQ and let's pick up Deacon. I think that's who we're going to take. Since we are doing railroad quests, we're learning about the railroad, I think it's only fitting that we take Deacon along with us. And he is a master of disguise, he is a spy. And he also has a good perk, I believe, that you get to pick up.
When running scents out of the well, wastelanders can be a bigger problem.
We're in the Railroad HQ, we're looking around, there's Desdemona, she's like the main cat there, Tinker Tom.
More going on than you know. Trust me.
Railroad
Glad
HQ,
you
where's
signed
Deacon?
Means I might get to take the occasional night off.
I can't find him.
Some
Could be
of the
up there,
people
he is.
you
He was with
will be
Pam.
institute replacements, synth duplicates, so be careful what you say.
Hey, Deacon.
Want me back on deck, huh? I gotta admit, things
Yep.
have been pretty quiet without you. Let's go then.
Let's go,
I'm
bucko.
all ready to go.
Alright, so now Deacon
Hey,
is
well,
our
name's Drummond.
companion. And let's go to Sanctuary and see if we can give him a better gun, perhaps, better weaponry, some better armor. And then we will head on out to the Dropbox point. Gang, gang. And we are continuing our work here with the Railroad. The Railroad is the underground organization that is attempting to free slaved synths. And the synths are the genetic clones, I guess you could say, but they are robotic forms of real people. So what the Institute does, one of their many organizations or tactics, one of the things that they do is they bring in they abduct people, basically. They abduct normal individuals and they replace them with a genetic copy. And that genetic copy is an Institute synth. And so you cannot tell the difference between an Institute synth and a normal person until they are dead. Once they are dead, you can see that there is a synth component in that person's body. But until that point, you cannot see that. And that is what's really terrifying. So they can just infiltrate and give a brand new person. So we're going to give him the military fatigues. And we are going to give him, I think he's already wearing the glasses. Do we have the pompadour wig? If we do, we're going to give him that as well. I don't know if we do. Nope, doesn't appear so. So, nothing there. Maybe, no helmet. Let's look. Let's see what armor pieces that we can give him. Give him a leather chest piece. Leather left arm. Do we have a right arm and any legs? Do we have any legs? We have a left leg. What else do we have? We have a right arm. No right leg, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Head on over to the armor workbench here.
Casa del Deacon.
I'm gonna give him some strength in there. We'll make it. Oh, it's already pocketed, which is good. Let's look at the leather. Yep, we're gonna boost up, give him studded leather. Asbestos lining. No color swap. Boom. So yeah, this leather is gonna end up being pretty decent for him at the end of the day. It's not spectacular, and I don't recommend any of you folks use leather, but it's not going to be bad to give to your follower here if you're an early level. Not bad at all. And I typically go pocketed with my own stuff, but it doesn't really matter. And I can actually beef up some of my own things here, so we'll do that. I don't have enough deep pocketed. What's that, armor 2? So we'll just go pocketed. And the assault gas mask. I haven't done anything there. Visor highlights living targets. Sighted marks enemies. Ooh, that's interesting. I've never done that before. I'm not going to now, but I've also never done that before. Lighter build I recommend doing if you're especially if you're doing survival mode, so that you can have more carry weight, because your carry weight capacity is so reduced in survival mode. I'm gonna do the insulated lining. It's not really that important, but I've got all this stuff here, so might as well. Add-on mod, we'll make it cushioned. Asbestos lining, yeah, look at that, boom. So here we go. Where's Deacon at? When you do start building things using in the workbench, it's pretty common that your follower walks away. Oh wow, look at him. Just in all new stuff. Just in all new stuff. I didn't know that he would change that quickly.
Hey, what's the word?
Interesting. So maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but we're gonna give him that. Oh yeah, we can actually, it's fine. Because I forgot you can put it on top of your stuff. So now he'll have all this extra armor. I'm not going to give him the military fatigues, though. I'm going to let him keep doing whatever he wants to do.
Bird.
He's rocking an Institute pistol. Looks good. If he's rocking an Institute pistol, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to pick up our Institute pistol, and we're going to make it just a little bit better. Put the military fatigues back. I think I have an Institute pistol here that I'm going to pick up. Do a little bit of work to it for him, give him that. Overcharge capacitor. Improved long barrel. Give him full stock, we'll make it a rifle. Give him a reflex scope. I don't know if that makes it different for him or not. Difference for him or not, but it is what it is. There we go. So now he's got a great little weapon here. Now we'll give him. Where are you at, Bucko?
Hey, what?
The Institute. What is it gonna be? It's gonna be a rifle at this point. Improved targeting, overcharged. Yeah, here you go. Again, take that.
What you need?
And now he will use that, which is a much better weapon. Okay. I might as well drop off some things here at the... because I'm not going to be using, for instance, this anymore. The Defiant Powerful 10mm pistol, because I have the Deliverer. Also the Furious Board, which I won't be using at all anymore. And Irradiated Knuckles I won't be using. So those are all legendary things that I got that are completely useless. But now, Deacon and I are going to go to... let's check it out here. So I could spawn at the railroad and just walk up the street there. The Old North Church. I think that's what we'll do. Instead of walking down past the bad TFL, we're just going to go to the Old North Church and try to walk on up. And hopefully that works out. And we're not attacked immediately or lag out right away. It's been pretty solid so far. I don't mean to jinx it, but been pretty good so far. Alrighty. And let's see. So we're level 21, which is pretty good. We're starting to get up there. Once we hit level 30 or so, I think the main quest will be ready for us. Maybe we'll go there before it, but I'm going to do some railroad stuff here. I'm at least going to get to the ballistic weave so you guys can see that, because I think that's extremely important no matter what game mode you're playing on, no matter what difficulty, especially on the harder difficulties, but it is very important to get. So what's this building? The boxing gym. I think the boxing gym leads to Vault 88 potentially. Can't exactly remember. So we're moving through here, some feral ghouls. They did spot us, but we're one-shot blowing them because they don't see us yet, and we have a silenced weapon. Don't know where Deacon is. Hopefully he followed us. We are just north of the railroad HQ. So, oh, you see that ship over there, the USS Constitution. Oh boy, if you're a heavy character at all, you use heavy weapons, definitely go do that quest. I'm probably going to go do that quest at some point. I think this... Okay, so we're the two super mutants on the bridge, two trolls on the bridge here. I don't see my teammate fucking anywhere. But I'm gonna try and take him out. And shot him. Did one shot KO him. Alright, so he doesn't see me yet. Oh, there's Deacon. Showed up just in the nick of time. In a completely different outfit once again.
We made that look easy.
So, that's why we didn't give him the military fatigues. He's just gonna keep changing clothes, which is fine with me. Because it's pretty neat, actually. Oh, nope. I don't know what's going on. He just changed clothes in, like, the middle of battle. He's a master of disguise, what can we say? So we go across the bridge here. I know I didn't search that super mutant back there, I just don't care. And then we're gonna keep moving along here. The USS Constitution's great, so there's Bunker Hill. Right there. So we'll go discover that quickly. I don't want to talk to her yet.
Watch out for Bunker Hill.
Deacon has changed clothes again. So let's head on down the way here, and we'll pick up the drop box, and then I think we just go up there to Bunker Hill, because that's where Old Man Stockton is. He's at Bunker Hill. Let's throw save down just in case. But Bunker Hill's a good spot. It becomes a very important area later on in the game. It becomes a pinnacle point in the game where it's really where you choose sides. Is at Bunker Hill. So here's the drop box, and you can see it's got the little railroad marking on it. Stockton's holotape. Meet Old Man Stockton. So we're gonna meet Old Man Stockton up here at the Bunker Hill. And I guess we didn't need to discover it. We were pretty close to it already. I'm gonna walk there anyway. But it's where the I don't know what that monument is. I guess it's the Battle of Bunker Hill, probably monument in real life. I don't remember this in Boston though. When I was there, I don't remember going here.
Silent type, huh? Just don't cause any trouble.
Excuse me.
Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always
She don't
someone
want to really talk
trading
anyway. Oh, and here we go, buckos. This could be our first freeze. 'Cause it's not unsticking. Neat. So we're gonna have to fire full off. Before back up again. Episode 12, we're actually shot back to back. So I actually just finished up episode 11 and we had no snags. Everything was good to go. Here on episode 12, it's when we go downtown, this downtown Boston area. It's a little laggy, and that's one of the only real gripes that you can have about Bethesda games. I think one of the ones that are more than just your preference. One of the real gripes could be is that they do lag out. They crash more often than 95% of other games out there probably, and it's multifaceted. There's a bunch of people, there's a bunch of objects, there's a bunch of things that are there, there's a bunch of quests. They're huge, gigantic open worlds, and we're not complaining that hard. I mean, we understand that it's tough to do, tough to build, tough to create those things, but it definitely is true that Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas in particular, New Vegas was probably one of the most egregious ones. Like, you're lucky if you get an hour and a half to 2 hours of gameplay before that game would freeze. You are very lucky if you could do that. Fallout 4, I can usually get, a few hours. I would say 7-8 hours of gameplay, typically. Maybe it's a little bit trickier now because I'm also streaming live, so maybe that has a role to play in why it lags out so frequently right now. But it's also just one of the major gripes of Bethesda games in general. Skyrim does it pretty often. I never played Oblivion, unfortunately, so I don't know if that did it or not, but I would assume. But we are loading back in here. Hopefully we're right around downtown. I think I know where we are, actually. We're going to be right before the Dropbox mailbox. That's why it's taking so long to load in. Because it's loading us in downtown. So, here we are. Go pick up the Dropbox. Go head back up to Old Man Stone. You can see we're already losing frames. Oh, what's that? We got a Mirelurk, soft shell Mirelurk coming up. And we got him with the Deliverer, which is, it's really the handgun that I'm going to be using for the majority of the game. It's a silenced 10mm pistol given to you on the first mission of the railroad, which we picked it up last mission when we attacked Slocum Joe's. So we're going back up here to Bunker Hill, and let's see if Kessler talks to us this time and doesn't freeze.
Type, huh? Just don't cause any trouble.
Okay. So she didn't want to talk to us, but she said, hey, don't cause any trouble.
They're building it for a damn good reason. Hey there.
Alright, let's see what Kay has to
Haven't
say.
seen you before. If you need a doctor, let's get you examined.
Oh, interesting.
So you're
Your
a
doctor.
doctor?
Veterinarian, actually. And don't give me that look.
Oh, she's a.
Bones
I
get set
remember
the
that.
same
She's
way
the
whether you got
vet.
2 or
I
4
think there's a
of them.
couple of
So
veterinarians
let's
that
talk
end up being
about
the
you and
doctors
what
here,
kind of help
actually.
you need.
Actually, I need
Let's see what she has for
supplies
sale.
the road.
I suppose I could spare some stim packs.
Little do you know. Oh, so she sells. She sells. Oh, that's too short. She sells shipments of acid and shipments of glass. So keep that in mind, as well as Med-X, Rad-X, and stim packs. So if you need acid or glass, which sounds like a drug dealer, it's not. It's actually just like radio acid or battery acid and actual physical glass. So if you're looking for either of those things, like glass for windows, you can come to her to buy those. So we're going to sell her Mentats. We're going to sell her Med-X. We're going to sell her... I guess that's all we have. We're going to sell her whiskey. I keep the Jet typically. That's the only drug that I use. And I'll keep the Calmex. Yeah, that's all we need. So confirm the trade. Made 82 bucks after about 2,000 caps. She's the doctor, so there you go. You know that. Deacon with his 7th change of clothes on the way here. Let's look around. Oh, so here's the marketplace where we'll meet Old Man Stockton. Is there anything in here? Oh, this is the guy we gotta talk to. He's gonna try to talk to us. He's gonna walk right towards us. I think. Yeah, look at him making a beeline for us. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. What's up, ghoul?
You'll
Edward
find
Legan.
I'm very persistent.
Ha 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 ha! That's very funny, dude. He commented on us avoid. That's very funny.
Do I know you?
No, but I've heard of you. I'm always looking for people
He's actually
who
a
know
good
how to
neighbor,
handle
too.
themselves in dangerous situations.
What's the job?
I don't know yet. Whatever needs to be done once my boss has had a look at you. I can assure you that it will be dangerous, and that you'll be paid fairly.
I live for danger.
Yeah, we
Where do
will
I sign
accept
up?
the job. This is
I
Edward
like
Deegan.
your
He's a ghoul. He is in
enthusiasm.
full combat
By the
armor. He's got
way,
Raider
I'm Edward Deegan.
road leathers. Not
You'll
Raider.
mostly
He's
be
got road
working for
leathers
me,
and
but you'll
some
need
sort
to
of
talk to my
beret
boss
cap.
first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally
Jack Cabot, the
interview
Cabot
everyone I
House. So
hire.
if you guys remember the Cabot House that we
He's
walked by
careful
earlier
like
downtown
that.
that had the
Come
sentry
down
bot
to
in front of the
Cabot
door,
House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know
that
you're
is the
coming.
place. It is a good little quest. I do recommend doing this quest as well on your playthroughs. It's just one of the more unique quests, one of the more unique side quests in the game, and it does result in a very interesting choice and a very interesting reward. I won't spoil it. Maybe we'll go do it later. Oh, this kid sucks. But there's it's an interesting way that it ends, interesting way it turns up. So I do recommend doing that. And let's go talk to Old Man Stockton.
Welcome, my friend. Might I ask, do you have a Geiger counter?
Mine is in the
Mine's
shop.
in the shop.
I was expecting someone of the feminine persuasion. You're with our mutual friends, yes?
Speak covertly. That's usually what I recommend you pick. You can say with the railroad and just be super dumb about it if you have a low intelligence character and you're looking to roleplay that way. But I usually speak
Let's say
covertly.
I am.
Of course. You've just joined, haven't you? All you need to know is this is the first stop for all our new packages. So maintaining proper security here and preventing any unnecessary delays is crucial.
A trader always has to move his merchandise efficiently.
And we're all about making good trade routes.
Exactly. My current
Haha,
package
Deacon
has
likes
been
it
in
when you
my
speak
possession
covertly.
far too long. I'm supposed to deliver the package to someplace nearby, but raiders have complicated matters. So, if you could...
Facilitate delivery. I can do that.
We're supposed to make the delivery at night, so once you clear out the undesirables, we'll meet after the sun sets.
The safer I'm supposed to
Secure.
feel, the more paranoid I get.
Alright. So we have to secure the rendezvous point. This could be the church. If this is just the church, this is good. If this is the place where we have to, if we have to march all the way downtown, this is gonna be
I
a
don't
problem.
know. People gotta do something, Dad.
Tony Savoldi, Joe Savoldi. I like these guys. Some Italian
Need a place
boys
to stay?
trying to make it
Grab it before someone else does.
down Boston. No, I don't.
Hey.
But one of
Hey,
these guys gives you a
you.
quest.
Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
It's always
You
good
should
to
help
people.
others.
I have no problem helping people. Since, though?
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rot gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save sense?
Might as well go off and join the Death Claw Preservation Society.
Saving
Trying to
sense
save
is noble.
Sounds noble to me.
I'm not alone in this, Dad.
Enough. We got customers.
Just boosting our Deacon affinity out the gate. They didn't give me the quest, though. There is a quest you can get them where you get a hat. Maybe I'll come back and do it later. Maybe I have to do some other things first. But let us go now to the rendezvous point. Throw down a quick save outside of Bunker Hill. Should we fast travel? To Watts, we're pretty close. We should just walk, I think. So let's run here. See if we trigger any random encounters. That is one of the good things about survival mode. One of the many good things. But one of the most unique things is that you have a much higher chance of having those random interactions. Like if you haven't met the robot and her, or the little girl and her giant sentry robot. That's a fun interaction. There's the kid in the fridge. I mean, you can find that other ways, but you don't really teleport there. So you have to walk by it. What else is there? That was one of the weirdest interactions I ever had. Yeah. So let's look on the map here. Where are we? We are just west of Bunker Hill, going north towards the bad TFL, which I can already hear the fire, to secure the rendezvous point. Oh, we have robots attacking something. We're going to avoid that at all costs, believe it or not. Avoid the robots. I forget what I was talking about before that. Oh, the random encounters you can have. There's a squad of random encounters. There's a dude selling credit cards that you can buy that he basically just steals your money. There's a fake Preston Garvey. Oh, here's the bad TFL, of course. There's an integrated swarm bot. It's a way higher level than me. And he's coming right for us. Got a 95% chance to hit the head, though, and we're going to take it. Boost up that critical. Maybe we can make it rage out. Alright, so now we have critical lined up. Didn't need it. Ooh, got a tank bot coming. Alright, so we're in a little bit of trouble here, I would say. There's a sentry bot. The integrated swarm bot's the real issue here. I need to deliver a critical strike to the head, and it didn't kill him, so we might die here. I was able to get into my Pip-Boy. I just ate like 6 or 7 shots from him in Bat's defense, though. So I threw the stim packs down, and we're also going to take a jet. Because we need to get out of here. Oh, didn't matter. We died. Didn't matter. Yeah, so that was terrible. So there's a random encounter you can have, and that's one of the major downfalls we're going to face here if I don't figure out how to fix the ADA bug. If we can't continue that quest, that means I just introduced these robots into the world, and there's nothing I can do to get rid of them. Because once you defeat the mechanist, I don't know if they completely go away, but they go mostly away. The encounters are far less. But there's 0 encounters until you start the Automatron quest. And I started the Automatron quest in hopes of doing it so that I could take Codsworth out, and he would just be this big tanky Codsworth. But that did not work out, as you can tell. We could not complete the ADA quest. We could not continue it, so we've moved on to the railroad quest line, and that's what we're going to run here, I think, first, at least until we get ballistic fiber weave. So we know there are mongrels here. I don't give this one a chance to be stupid again. Oh, yes I do, and he is. So, look at the mongrel. We need to avoid that. We need to run now. Avoid the bad TFL at all costs. Because there's going to be swarm bots that are... Yep, actually, we... Oh, wow. So this is interesting, guys. Check out this predicament. So we have a super mutant... We have a super mutant suicider running at us, running full speed. We have swarm bots on the other side. Hopefully I'm going to allow the super mutant suicider to run into the swarm bots here. I'm going to pop some of those. I'm going to take a jet. Hopefully don't get hit again, and we're going to just run. We're just going to run. Deacon disliked us using drugs. I get it. I just heard the explosion. It didn't matter. We died anyway. Yikes. Bad TFL is much like the Grand Harbor Master Hotel, and it is just fucking chaos. Turn the corner, and there's raiders, there's swarm bots, and there's super mutant suiciders. If you don't know the super mutant suiciders, if you hear that beeping, it could be all but game over. If you're doing a YOLO character, they're your worst nightmare. Those in bottle cap mines, those are your worst nightmare. So again, we're outside of Bunker Hill. Remember how I said we should walk there? We're not gonna. We're gonna go to Watts Consumer Electronic. We're gonna teleport there and hope for the best. I do think there are super mutants here, but I don't know if we've already been here or not. I can't quite remember. And even if there are, there's got to be a better way to sneak around. Because walking past the bad TFL, and I told you guys, that place is chaos. The bad TFL has never been an easy route to take. I try to avoid that place. I do think it's a location that we need to go to at one point. At some point in the game, but I'm not going there anytime soon. So let's continue down here. This is where we met Ada, right here. This was the explosion. These are her people. Which is a shame. But I really wish that this quest worked, because this is a great quest.
I don't know if even a scaver would take that.
Wow, look at that. That's tough. It's the like pieces of the dude's head. Whew. Tough. Okay. So let's continue to move southeast from Watts Consumer Electronics. And you'll see this church here. This is the place that we have to go. So Legendary Feral Roamer. This is good. And we one-shotted him. Resilient pipe bolt-action pistol. Weak. 150 damage distance while reloading. That's fine on something like the harpoon gun or the broadsider that you don't have a lot of ammo with or something. But that's not something that you want on just like a handgun or something. It's just not necessary. 150 damage while reloading, just not that good. There are way better legendary.
With a mortuary. You see where I'm going with this, right?
Oh, because we kill a lot of people. Oh, look at this guy. This doesn't happen too often. Or they're not just dead. So we secured the rendezvous point, waited until nightfall. You hear the explosions outside, we're absolutely going to wait until nightfall. Let's just wait like 9 hours. And hopefully those swarm bots have passed us by. No way. They're still fighting. It's chaos over there, dude. Chaos at the bad TFL. Oh, here we go. H222.
Excuse me.
Everything looks clear. This is H222. H2, here's the person I talked to you about.
Nice to meet you, H2.
Hey there, fella.
Another person actually happy to meet me. This'll take some getting used to.
Remember what I told you.
So this is a synth who has escaped.
fire up
He
the
was
signal.
supposed to replace a person, so he's built like another person, but he is his own individual now. One of the things that they do is they wipe their mind so that they don't have the memories of the replaced person. Because that's what the synthetics are. They have all the memories and ideas and thoughts of the replaced person. They have their personality. So when the synth finds out that he's not actually that person, then he or she decides to get their mind wiped. Oh, Sanctuary Hill's under attack, so that they don't have any of those memories and they can live their own life potentially. That does have some consequences. Obviously, you're effectively a person who doesn't exist anymore. Like you've been wiped off the map, and you have to figure out what to do. And sometimes there are real physical consequences, and you can find more about that.
Don't shoot, Professor.
Right? You can find more about that on
still with the same old face.
Far Harbor DLC.
What? It's been 3 whole months. You're getting slow.
I keep meaning to go to the face doctor, but who has the time, right?
I heard about you. Walked the Freedom Trail, cleared out Switchboard. Glad you joined the team.
Nice to meet you, Bucko.
Do you have a Geiger counter?
Right you are. Mine is in the shop.
Ooh, and he likes when we speak covertly.
Let's take a look at our friend. Hey, you okay?
A little rattled, but I've never been better. The other man, he said I shouldn't talk too much.
He told you right, H2. You'll need a real name and a new face, but we'll get to that. Oh, listen. There's more of them raiders behind me. Afraid we need a little more help.
More raiders. Not a problem.
You headquarter heavies mean business. We need to get to Ticonderoga's safe house, my home. A lot of synths fresh off the boat crashed there until we smuggled them out of the Commonwealth.
Nice that you're willing to do that for us.
Yeah. I'm working off sands from a misspent youth. I'll lead the way.
All right. This is a little bit tricky of a mission here. So it's an escort mission where you're taking H-222 and High Rise to the Ticonderoga safe house, which is in downtown Boston. There are a lot of enemies, a lot of synths, a lot of raiders. Potentially swarm bots, as we know, could just be up here still. We're running into mongrels, potentially mire lurks, super mutants. So right now we're running into super mutants and raiders. Dude is down immediately, which is hysterical. Killed the raiders. I'm pretty low on ammo though, actually. So we got raiders in there. We are... Let's look at the Pip-Boy. We are outside of Moniker Plaza, east, or west, I mean, of Bad TFL, west of Bunker Hill in the same parallel line. We're heading south along this bridge. There are a variety of raider enemies and super mutant enemies.
Protect H2!
H2 seems to be fine, Deacon seems to be fine. But there are super mutants and raiders that we're dealing with at the moment. Raiders are inside this bunker. It seems to be like a World War II trench-style bunker built into to the side of this building. This is Monsignor Plaza, so we're not going to go in there, but that's what it is. We're going to continue to follow this fella here.
Time for a super mutant.
No. There's H-222 way fucking back there. Oh, shit. Alright, so we do have a super mutant showdown. What we're going to do is everything we can to shoot that guy in the right arm. We got it on the first shot. Beautiful. Unfortunately, our boy, whatever the fuck his name, the guy that came to do a high rise, he just got hit by the nuke, but we didn't, and he's fine. He's an essential character, so it's all good. Get the nuclear material from him. Alright. High rise, what's the move, bucko? Oh, there must still be an enemy over here. Is he still hiding? Yep, there he is. super mutant. Is there another one up on the roof, maybe? Let's see, this place is just chaos too, but we haven't dropped any frames yet, which is nice. I don't know where this guy is.
Protect H2.
Oh, they got him, I guess. Did they not get him? I don't know where he is. I don't know how to get up there either. But my boys are just not letting him go. They want this guy. Oh, there he is. Literally just up there on the roof of this building. Just being the worst. Refusing to let us continue along our path. And there's a shot. I hit him, but he's up here on this roof behind this chimney. There's 2 stacked chimneys. He is up there behind those 2 stacked chimneys. One more shot should be enough.
What
He
is
just
that?
ducked down behind the chimney. And we got him. Cool. So hopefully we continue on now, because everyone was just in a complete panic over that one super mutant up on the roof. So there's Deacon, who's changed clothes once again. Some sort of doctor's outfit now. Just during the mission, which is insane. I don't know if it's bugged or if that's... I mean, he is Master Disguise, so I guess. Alright, high rise. Whichever direction we need to go, go ahead. So be ready. I'm going to throw a save down now just in case. But be ready when you're traveling down there. Because we did run into probably 7 or 6 raiders and then 4 or 5 super mutants, one on the roof. Not good. I don't know what building this is. But I shot out the light. It looks like raider buildings. So I got rid of the spotlight. I don't know where this leads. I think there's the Ticonderoga safe house, so I think we actually made it without too much of a problem, other than that one little spat there with the raiders and the mutants. I don't know if we have to clear this out or not. If we have to clear this out, that'll be a problem.
High rise.
We can catch up at Tycon. We just gotta make it there alive first. And we're here. All in the night's work for you Asian types.
Okay.
Just part of the
yeah,
service.
it was pretty easy.
I think I'm gonna like you even more than Glory. If you ever need grub, bullets, or just a power nap, take the elevator up to Tycon. My house is yours. And Deacon.
Alright, so there you
Try
go.
not to
If
give
you're
a
on
rookie too
survival
much
mode, there's
shit.
another spot to
Deacon
stay.
may be a terrible liar, but it always pays to have him on your side. Later.
Later. Report back to Dr. Carrington. And there's Deacon looking like Sturgis.
What is it?
So now you need to report back to Dr. Carrington at the Railroad HQ. We can just fast travel there. If you are doing survival mode, you do have to walk there again, and it's a fairly dangerous path, but it's also pretty close. So you don't have to worry about, trekking all the way across the map with the delivery, trekking all the way across the map. It's all in this North Boston area. So let's go talk to Dr. Carrington. And look at this. Well,
Carrington.
to each their own.
Traipsing around at all hours. I take it the H-222 situation has been resolved? Of course, but there's yet more to be done. Since the fall of the switchboard, we've ascertained the fate of all but 2 safe houses. I want you to check on Augusta.
I'll get it done.
Alright.
Details await at the dead drop. Have a care. Odds are very good you're walking into something nasty.
Butcher's Bill. Go to the dead drops. That's something else that I have to do. And we're going to talk to Pam one more time here. See if we get that quest triggered or not. Because that's the most important thing we can do.
Confirmed. Agent Professor has arrived. I have a mission for you. Without increasing the
perfect.
efficiency of synth traffic flow, Odds of entire organization being compromised increase daily. Solution: a new distribution center needs to be established.
Okay, so this is the first part that we gotta do.
I get to set up a new base. That's cool.
Agent's temperature is irrelevant to this conversation. Mission details commencing. Pacify
That's
the
pretty
target
cool.
location. Fortify position to protect current and future railroad assets. New distribution center will be codenamed Mercer Safe House. Good luck.
Mercer Safe House. Secure outpost Sumanja. That's way up north. It's a cool little outpost, though. So that's what we got to do there. All right. Let's look at our thing. So Butcher's Bill, go to the dead drop. Secure. We're gonna do that first. We can't speak to Ada, which is hysterical. All right. So let's go back to. Oh yeah, so there's Outpost Sumanja, way up there. Pretty close to Ten Pines Bluff, though. I think that's how we'll start the next episode. Let's head back to Sanctuary Hills. Drop off some stuff, see if we can talk to Ada yet. It's been many a day, even in-game day. So let's see. I don't know, though. It's been tough trying to do the Automatron DLC. It's a bummer. It does throw a monkey wrench into the game plan, because initially we were going to take Codsworth out. He's going to be a bad boy and just, be a giant evil robot. Not evil, but evil to the enemy, I guess. And soup him up, but we're not going to be able to get all of the parts. So eventually I will go on perhaps a robot hunting spree and try to pick up as many of the pieces as I can without doing any of the DLC. Because if you do the DLC, that's how you can unlock everything. Ooh, Sanctuary Hill's under attack. I forgot. By robots. Oh, by super mutants. Look at dog meat. This is great. Good job. He's fired up. That's an exciting way. Look at that. Good work, squad. Robot team look great. Oh, there's coming in from the other side now. Let's go. Sounds like my turret system worked. Nice.
Hope you ain't one of them
Provisioner.
sins. You're the spy.
Ulysses. The turret system held up. Good work, everybody. Good work. I'll tell you what we'll do, though. Resources damaged. Object can't produce the resource until they are fixed. So what we're going to do, though, we're going to put up a couple more turrets. Just because you never know, you know. That's what I'll do here as soon as I log off. I'm going to build some major turrets around the area. Look at Deacon. He's the man. What a terrific teammate and companion to take out. But anyway, that has been the 12th episode, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, tally ho, boyos. Hope you're ready for a bunch more joyos.